Bush was confused. Yes, I don't have one clue of how I can fix this at all. John nervously gulped down another third of his beer. Bush stared at him, hoping he was joking. You mean you don't know what to do? McCain answered his question by looking away and drinking the rest of his beer. He then grabbed and started drinking another. Butch was shocked. He didn't realize how both candidates could possibly be dumbfounded on this problem. He realized he's leaving a serious problem on the laps of either McCain or Obama without caring how much this could give them serious stress. But then again, W was throwing the problem of September 11th early in his presidential term, and he remembered how much it really strained him and his family. But the position of the president is a very important one. These candidates should be aware of how hard and stressful it can be. 4 to 8 years of your life trying to solve the problems of America and the possibility that everyone could hate you and want to kill you. He placed his hand on McCain's back. Look, Mikey, you've been on this earth longer than me. If you were elected, you could be the oldest president ever. I know you must have seen more horrible shit than I did and handled some really tough situations, but I believe in you. Why did you think I gave you my best wishes months back? I know you can do it and you can carry my torch. And McCain moved away from Bush's hand. Your torch? See, that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that if I'm elected, it could be a third term of W. Bush. Bush interrupted him. You say it like it's like you are ashamed of it, he said, half joking and half offended. No, that's a compliment. I agree with everything you do, George. All your policies, all your ideas, everything you are doing, I fully agree. But I just want to be myself, to go out with a bang. What 72-year-old can say that they were the president of the United States? He drank the rest of his beer and continued. I want to be just like you. Here I am, an elder admiring a younger. Elder, Bush laughed, and McCain chuckled. You're not that old. Say that to my back. He laughed again, kind of breaking the tension in the air. See, even though there's a lot of people who hate you, you have a likable personality. I admire that. McCain stood up and placed a hand on Bush's shoulder. Bush thanked him, and McCain leaned in and kissed Bush's lips. I'll read that again. Bush thanked him, and McCain leaned in and kissed Bush's lips. Nope, that haven't changed. Bush shot up quickly, surprised. What the hell? I'm sorry. I just, beer can, loosen you up. And McCain was petrified. Why the hell did he kiss him? He never did anything homosexual since his college days when he playfully made out with his dorm mates. But that was years and years and years and years ago. He wasn't gay, but bi-curious, and he spent his days trying to hide it by being against gays and gay marriage. Bush wasn't gay himself, but he was kissed before by, I guess that's Colin Powell, after he came out to Bush as being bisexual and when being in love with him. He was against gays himself, but something about the kiss forced open a new door in his heart. He cared for McCain, but not as a father, as one would with a man his age. He cared for him as good as a friend, but the idea of kissing him sounded nice and somewhat forbidden. Why'd you kiss me, Mikey? I told you, I'm kind of tipsy and... No, why did you do it? Kissing another man isn't something you do if you were just drunk. It was quiet, and McCain looked away. He couldn't explain his feelings for the president. He couldn't tell him he had homosexual thoughts about him. He just couldn't. I better head out. I have to give a rally at 11 a.m. He placed his beer down and headed out the door, ashamed of his feelings. Wait. McCain stopped with his back turned to Bush, embarrassed to face him ever again. Then all of a sudden, Bush wrapped his arms around John. Usually this bodily contact contact on his back would give him a shitstorm of pain, but it soothed him. John turned around and hugged George, and they just stood there in each other's company for what seemed like forever. George? George, are you down there? John, we have to go back to our rooms and get some sleep. The two Republicans parted and looked at each other deeply. W could see in McCain's eyes how he felt about him and vice versa. He watched McCain shuffle upstairs to his wife and leave. John, have you been drinking? Was the last thing he heard of them before they went out the door. George sighed and cleaned up the beers they both had, then turned out the lights and headed upstairs. It was a long day.